Antonio, and welcome to the Happy Handyman Show. I'm Trudy Chook, broadcasting live from Johnny Chook's Home and Hardware. Going to be here for the next hour, and we are going to talk about all things hardware and home maintenance. It's going to be such a good show, such a good show. I want to tell you first where we're located. We're at 2361 Northwest Military Highway. The store's going to be open till 6:30 today, and tomorrow, for your convenience, 11 to 5. Now, if you have a question about anything that I'm talking about, call the store, 210-341-1573. And if you don't live in San Antonio and you do hear my voice and you say, I kind of might want to try one of those products, then just go to the website, happyhandyman.com, and out there you will see all the products. I'm looking right now at this whole list here, and everything that is in here is on the site, and it can be shipped right to your door. And I'm really good. I handle all of that, so if there's a mistake made, it's me. And so just go out there, and I usually ship out within 24 hours, and then you get it. I ship standard mail, and you get it within 2 days. So, and we have a great freight rate. So if you just buy one thing and it's under $20, it's $8.35, and that's pretty much what it cost me. If you buy more than $20, it is $6, and if you buy 4 or more, the shipping is free. So it's just something to think about when you go out there and you're looking at something and you say, oh wow, that's under $20, so it's going to cost me $8.35. Just go out there and find something inexpensive to add to. I mean, I always tell people, buy the Pummy Flexi Scours. They're $2.99 a piece. Put 3 of them on your cart, and the shipping is free. So that's just the way it works. All right, so what are we going to be doing here at the hardware store soon? So the event that we have coming up next is we are going to have a summer sale starting next Saturday, and it's going to stay on sale until it's gone. So what does the summer sale mean? Any kind of summer apparel. And folks, I mean, that's perfect for here. I mean, it's going to be warm until the end of October. And so any fragrances that are summer related, we have some that are definitely summer scents, jewelry, apparel, even if there's children's clothing, because I need to bring in some stuff for fall. It's just a time when I need to start switching everything out, and I am limited to the space that we have here, and so something's got to go for something to come in. So we're going to have a special sale starting next week, and it'll run until it's gone. And then we're going to have our book fair, and if you haven't ever been to one of our book fairs, you are missing out. We bring in a bunch of books, just like the book fair that you remember from elementary school, and you could go and you could look at all the books and you could see everything that you could possibly want. If you're a big reader, I love to read. And so we're going to have tons of books, but that's not the only thing. We're going to have, I think it's 3 San Antonio authors that are going to be here with their books, and they will sign their books. What a wonderful thing to get to have in your library is a San Antonio author that signed their book. It's just something super special. So anyway, all right, so let's get started today. What I'm going to talk about today is called, it's in our book, okay? And if you don't have a book, you know, this would be part of it. I love this new book that we did. It's got a lot of pictures in it from like my grandfather, my grandmother, dad, mom, me when we first started working at the store and stuff like that, my grandfather's ranches, ranch and then his apartments and hotels. So it's fun, you know. I got to throw in what I wanted to. But in the book, there is, right at the back, on page 131, it's called the survival kit. And what is a survival kit? It's a list that includes all the products that, for one, I write about a lot and I talk about a lot, that nobody should be without at their house. Because then if you've got something stinky, you know, you've got it right there. If a drain is clogged, you've got it right there. And you should be able to find these products anywhere. But if you can't, don't search forever. Just call the store or go to the website. So let's get started. All right, so how many of you have either bought an older car, and I'm gonna try to tell you what's the best way to use these things. Maybe you bought an older car for your teenager, or it's just an extra car for you, and the car kind of came with a smell. Or maybe someone has smoked in it. Maybe someone came to your house, and even though they didn't dare smoke inside your house, they're a smoker and it's on their clothes. And so even when they leave, you can smell the smoke in the air. If you buy an older home and the previous owner was a smoker, and then musty odors for vacation homes that you have closed up, what do? Well, you get the best odor neutralizer that there is on the market, and that's an air sponge. An air sponge we have had on the shelves probably 35 or 40 years, and out of all the air neutralizers that I can pick from, and there's lots of them, this one is the best. It works hands down every time. You never get disappointed in it, and they're not that expensive. They come in a half pound, which is great for like to slip underneath the seat of the car, and then they come in a 1 pound, like if you have a room that is stinky, maybe something happened in the room, somebody got sick in the room, or you cook something and the odor still lingers in the air, get the 1 pound. And then we occasionally carry the 4 pounds. I'm all out of them right now, but I have this lady that is her family works in the oil field business, and she buys that 4 pounds from me, and because she says that they just smell so, their clothes smell so bad when they come in, and she makes them take them off in the garage, and she puts this big 4 pound. Now, there is a little secret with this. If you have a smell and it's just like super potent, and what you can do is when you open the lid of the air sponge, usually what I tell people to do is just open the lid, take off the lid, and just place it in the room. But if the smell is super potent, you flip it over, remove the bottom of the container, let the rest of it sit on the top of the lid, and you expose 75% of the product, and it just kind of like shocks the air, and it will get rid of the odor faster. Okay, Matt, but air sponge is just for odors in the air. Now, but what if you've got an odor someplace else? Like maybe you have an animal, a pet that is learning potty training and he hasn't quite got it yet. Or you have someone that got sick. Hey Karen, good morning. She's watching on Facebook right now, so good morning to you, Karen. And I forgot to tell y'all that. We stream live on Facebook right now. You just go to Johnny Chook's Home and Hardware, and there you'll see us. But if you miss it, we post it out on YouTube, and it's Johnny Chook's Home and Hardware, and there you'll see me with waving at you. All right, so what if you've got an odor someplace else? Like I said, in the carpet, maybe in drapes. Did you get new drapes? And you put them up, and there's this odor that's in them. I don't know what they do. I don't know if it's the sizing in the drapes or what. If you have a cat maybe that sprayed the side of the sofa, if you have odors in anything that you can spray, okay? So that means concrete, so odors in concrete, like you have an animal outside that keeps going on the concrete, or a dog that keeps going on the concrete, and you want to get rid of that smell. I tell you how we originally found out about this is my grandfather built apartments and hotels, and the one hotel that he sold right before he died was called the Contiki. It was in Universal, well, it's still there, I think, Universal City, and he sold it. And then we financed it, the Acme Lumber financed it, and then all of a sudden the guy defaulted on the loan and we got it back. And so when Dad went to go take a look at the property, he walked into the rooms, and sure enough, they had let animals come and stay in the rooms. And the rooms just smelled horrendous. So he says, well, that's okay, I'll just replace all the carpet. So he pulled the carpet up, he pulled the padding up, he put down new padding, new carpet, went back in there, and guess what? You could still smell the animal smell because it was in the concrete foundation. And so he ran across a guy, came into the store, and he says, hey, you need BioZap. It's an odor neutralizer. And so he took Mickey out to the hotels, and Mickey poured a gallon onto the concrete, and then the odor, Dad said, you could immediately, it just went away, just like that quick. And that's what it'll do for you. So if you have maybe a dog that keeps going and marking a certain area, you need to spray it real well. You really douse it, okay? So that it can go down through the carpet fibers, down to the padding, all the way to the concrete, because that's where the odor is, down in that concrete. And you spray it really good, you let it air dry, and then for pets and stuff, you kind of have to do it more than once. Now, the regular BioZap is for pets and any just normal smell. Now, I didn't pull it up with me here, but there is another one for cats. Cats is a whole different ball game, and BioZap makes one. I asked them to make me one for cats because cat urine has a special enzyme in it. It's what makes their fur so soft, but it also makes their urine smell really strong, and the product is called Kitty Stop, okay? So if you have a cat and she misses the litter box, it's Kitty Stop that you want. And I have to stop right now because I promised all my employees that I would say this. Out on Nextdoor, there was a lady that posted something, and it says, we are so sad that the Ace Hardware closed. And evidently some people, that's as far as they read. But her whole post was that the Ace Hardware closed, but then Johnny Chooks Home and Hardware bought the store and how much she loved the store. Well, then we got numerous phone calls saying, have you closed? No, we have not closed. We are not closing. Max, my dog, still needs the expensive dog snacks. So until Max is agreeable about buying the cheap dog snacks, we're going to stay open. So we are not closed. We are not going to close. So come on in, okay? So evidently that's how rumors get started. So, but her whole post was about the Ace. We are not Ace, okay? All right, so what's the next thing? How many of you have cultured marble tops in your bathroom, maybe even in the kitchen? You know what they look like. They kind of are a solid surface material, and they'll have kind of like swirls going through it of different colors. And they're great because they can match any color that you want, right? That's what's nice about cultured marble. The bad part about cultured marble is that it has a gel coating on it, and if you use too harsh a product on it, it goes away. and then you expose the material underneath, and you have a stain there forever. So you have to make sure you use the right product. And gel gloss, okay, we haven't been able to get it for a while, but then I was so lucky. Do It Best purchased True Value, okay, which made us the largest co-op in the world, bigger than Ace, bigger than Oracle, okay? So what is great about that? What's great about that is that we have a lot more places that we can buy from, and we have better buying power. So True Value bought from Gel Gloss. So now I can buy Gel Gloss again. And Gel Gloss was specifically made from cultured marble. So it's the right thing to use for your cultured marble. And it's kind of like a paste, okay? But they also make it in an aerosol. They also make it in a spray. So it's super easy to use, and it will clean, it will remove hard water. It's perfect. Now, if you have an acrylic tub, don't use the gel gloss. Use Bring It On. Bring It On is real close to where the gel gloss is, but if you have a question about, I don't know if my tub is acrylic or not, just ask us. We can ask you a couple of questions and you'll know exactly. All right, what about spraying for pests inside your house? For inside the house, and you want to be your own pest control and get rid of the one that comes out every 90 days, it's Clobber. Clobber is made right here in Texas, and it is a water-based product that kills roaches, ants, scorpions, and anything else that crawls. Now, you have to ignore what Clobber says on the front. It says lice, dust mites, and bed bugs. I'm sure it does. But I don't ever recommend Clobber for that. I recommend Clobber for roaches, ants, and scorpions. That's what we have a problem with, right? It's the problem, like when you have somebody come and spray every 90 days, what still happens? You still get ants, okay? You still see a roach crawling around. Have you ever got up in the middle of the night and then they're sitting there looking at you? I hate that. And so I use, the residual is 60 days on Clobber, so that means you need to spray about every 60 days. But if I see something, then I just spray again, and it's super safe. Here's how I use it. So in the morning, when I'm getting ready to come to work, I put Max in the car, and then I run around in my house and I spray all my baseboards, and then I spray windows, I spray the doorways, I spray underneath the sink. I don't especially spray my pantry, but you can if you don't have anything on the bottom. And then it takes me maybe 4 minutes to spray all of my house. I have about a 1,200 square foot garden home, and then I spray. And then by the time Max and I get home, it's completely safe. Clobber is completely safe as soon as it's dry for your pets, okay? Now, people have asked me about birds. I'm not a bird person, so I don't know. Good morning. EJ says, good morning. Heading to your store as soon as the show is over. Okay, can't wait to see you. I don't know about birds. You need to ask about your bird person that you buy from. So I would think you could move the birds outside, but maybe you can't. So that's something to think about. Now, Clobber is for the inside of the house, and why the inside is because it's water-based, it dries quick, and there's little to no smell. Okay, I can smell it at all. All right, VS 102, kind of like the cousin of Clobber. This one does say roach and ant spray. It also says that it's vanilla smell. That would be a stretch on that. I don't think it smells like vanilla, But what I use VS 102, and I use them both, because I spray VS 102, it's oil-based, it dries a lot slower, okay? And there is a smell, but it's not bad, okay? I spray my garage because that way I get rid of stuff before it gets to my back door coming into the house. I spray the inside of the garage. I spray my front porch that is covered, okay? You cannot use Clobber or VS 102 outside where the sun hits it because there's no UV protection in it, okay? Not at all. So this is what VS 102, you use it in the garage, in the shed, in the boathouse. It's great, okay? Now, I kind of talked about this a little before the show when Karen was on with Wayne. And Wayne, I got started exactly the same way as you did with my dad. Never intended to be here. I've been here 46 years now. Never intended that, not at all. God had a different plan. All right, for pests like mice and rats, you want to use a something that repels them and not kill them. For one thing, it's so much more humane. And another thing is you don't have to deal with the mess. So Morgan's repellent will keep them away. Come into the store, I'll tell you exactly how to use it. It's how we use it in the store, but let me tell you, hands down, it works every time. I mean, every time. There is, I've never had a problem here at the store once we started using it, and I don't have any problem at my house. But I don't even keep any kind of feed or seed at my house. All right, now, Clyde, who is Clyde Morgan, okay, also did a squirrel repellent. And it's worked great for me, okay? I put it on the back porch, and it has worked great for me. But not all squirrels are the same. So you just need to try it out. All right, another thing you need to try out is, how many of you have hazy headlights? Do you have hazy headlights and you can't see at night? You have to leave your brights on all the time, and then you try to take such good care of your car, and then you look at the front of it where the lights are and they're all hazy, and it makes your car look 30 years older than it actually is. In fact, maybe your car's not old at all and the headlights have already hazed up, and you think it's something that's happening on the inside of the headlight. It's not. It's UV damage on the outside. So what do you do for that? There is a product that it is mine, okay? It's called Trudy's Headlight Magician, and it will clear up a hazy headlight. It comes in a 2-ounce little bottle, and this 2 ounces will clean 18 headlights. And if you could tell me right away, I do not have 9 cars, Trudy. This is a maintenance thing. This is kind of like you wash your car every couple of months or every few weeks. You want to clean these headlights. Once you clean them, then, and they look good, in a couple of months, you'll need to clean them again. You want to use 100% cotton towel, and you want to just dab it on the Headlight Magician on the towel, and then you wipe across the headlight. Go out to the website and our Facebook page for Trudy's Headlight Magician, and you can see where I have done that. If you want to, come into the store today. I'll demonstrate it for you, but it is $20 if you want to come into the store, or if you want to go to the site, and you can go out there and check it out on Trudy's Headlight Magician. You can also go to happyhandyman.com and click on the link that will take you to Trudy's Headlight Magician. So don't suffer with those hazy headlights anymore, and be able to see at night and make your car look good. Okay. All right. Let's see. What can I talk about real quick before we take a break? Oh, nothing. That was perfect. All right. We're going to take a real quick break right now. Now, Jill's going to come up, those of you watching on Facebook, and she's going to talk to you about some fun things. And then I'll be back after the after the break, and you've been listening to the Happy Handyman Show, but only on WOAI. We'll be right back.
Hey everyone, good morning. Since Trudy was talking about the survival kit and some classic standby favorites, I thought I would do the same thing for the gift shop. These are items that in their lines we have continually sold year after year after year, and they've always been in the top sellers of their lines, and must be for a reason. Y'all love them so much. If you're not familiar with this, when I first show you, Diva, the fragrance by Tyler Candles here in Tyler, Texas, is definitely their top selling scent. Diva, it's modeled after Angel Perfume. It is a beautiful fragrance. We honestly sell the laundry wash way more than the candles, like by far. We cannot keep this stuff in stock. And they even have, this is fairly new for them, but the linen and room spray in that favorite classic scent. This is great to spray throughout the air, anywhere on your carpets, your drapes, even your artificial florals, just about 6 to 8 inches away, so that you're not making little water spots, but you're letting it hold the fragrance. So what is exciting about Diva, it is hands down bestseller. I'm surprised it took them this long, but they just recently added dryer sheets to their lineup. You get 40 dryer sheets in this box for $14.99. It just adds to that fragrance, just gives that extra boost, that final touch of your laundry day. So that is one of the classic bestsellers in the store. Now moving on, still fragrance related, in Glass House line is a scent called Kyoto in Bloom. Since day one, this has been the top seller, and I feel like we've had this line at least 5 or 6 years now. It is continually the top seller. It is a beautiful classic scent. It is available in room spray, diffusers. It has a cherry blossom, camellia and lotus, a little bit of amber. It's a very soothing, calm, beautiful fragrance. It's also available in candles, cute little jars here. Has a bigger candle as well. It also has stuff for your own body, so like body wash and lotion, hand cream, perfumes. This is probably one of the top fragrances we sell in the perfume, is the Kyoto in Bloom. It is just so feminine and beautiful. It's a classic, always, every day. We love it. We also love Midnight in Milan, but you just have to come in and smell all those for yourself. Next up, let's talk classics in the kitchen. So Stonewall Kitchen has been around for years and years and years, and we've carried it for years. These two flavors have been top sellers in their lineup for a long time. The Wild Maine Blueberry Jam, let me tell you, this is so tasty, and it has the teeny tiny little blueberries in it. It's so good. You could put it on toast, waffles, anything just simple like that, or go out to their website, Stonewall Kitchen. They have tons of recipe ideas if you want to get a little more creative and actually cook with it. The other one that's in our top seller on the savory line is the red pepper jelly. It has just a little bit of spice to it, but let me tell you, you pour this on top of cream cheese and serve it with some crackers. It is so good. Everybody's gonna rave about it, and with little effort. Again, if you go to their website, they'll show you recipes. You can put this on meats, on veggies. You can do all kinds of fun stuff with it, and it's still real easy to do, but you'll really impress your guests, or make as a great gift. Still in the kitchen, what's more classic than a wooden spoon in the kitchen? So we have these that are Italian olive wood. There's a solid, a slotted, and then there's turners. They're about $12 and $13 a piece. And what's so great about the Italian olive wood is they are non-porous compared to some other woods. They have non-absorbent features. They are stain and bacteria resistant, so it's just a better quality wooden spoon. And then over time, and if you treat it with mineral oil, it's gonna get this real nice dark kind of finish to it and just look beautiful and last you for years and years and years. And we highly recommend, you've probably heard Trudy talk about the Howard brand. They have a cutting board oil. It is a food grade mineral oil made in America, and this is the perfect thing to pair with this. This is $9.99. Like I said, these are $12 and $13. So we have always had fun bringing in new stuff, but it's never a bad idea to stick with the classics. Speaking of classics, we're almost up and back to Trudy.
Okay. Did I tell you that I sent your wife a special email so she'd come in? Okay. Okay, welcome back to the Happy Handyman Show, only on WOAI. I'm Trudy Chook, broadcasting live from Johnny Chook's Home and Hardware. Going to be here for another 30 minutes to talk about all things home maintenance. But first, we're going to take a little break and we're going to talk some fun stuff with Kale. Kale is our resident trivia expert, along with being in lawn and garden. And so what do you have for us today?
Well,
because last week was good.
Yeah. Well, last, the end of August, all the kids are going back to school.
Yes.
And I was watching a TV show and they said, it's the end of grilling season. I was like, well, here in South Texas, that never really happens. We grill year round. So I've got a couple of nuggets of grilling trivia.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Weber grills. Everybody loves those grills. They've been around forever. They actually started off doing marine buoys.
Marine buoys?
Yeah, that's what they used to do. So their founder, George Stephen, took one home, cut it in half, put a grate on it, put some air vents and some legs, and he made the Weber grill. They were so successful, that company no longer makes marine buoys. All they make is outdoor grilling stuff now.
Okay, I'm always tickled to wonder, okay, how do they go from buoys to barbecue pits?
Yeah, he just cut it in half, and the deep well of the buoy was actually shielded the charcoal against wind, and it was far ahead of anything else that was on the market at the time. I don't know if you remember those old-fashioned grills; they were just flat, and you couldn't control the heat, you couldn't control the air on any of them. The Weber grill was far ahead of everything else, so that's all they do now.
Because it had a lid.
It has a lid, and you can control the air vents.
Oh, that's true. It has those little things on the top.
On the top and the bottom.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was far ahead of anything else that was out there. So that's why they're so popular. The second one is Henry Ford is actually responsible for some of the grilling culture that we have here in the U.S.
Okay.
When he was making the Model T, they used a lot of wood to make the canopies. And so he detested waste. So he told one of his employees, find something to do with all that wood scrap we have. So the guy went out and he started making charcoal. And that man's name was Kingsford.
No way.
That was the origin of Kingsford charcoal.
Oh, I
was
just
from
got
Henry Ford.
goosebumps.
So yeah, for years you could only get Kingsford charcoal at the Ford dealerships. That's the only place you could buy it. So and then
That
finally
is
E.J.
hilarious.
Kingsford went out on his own, and he did it all by himself. So that's where Kingsford charcoal came from, was indirectly through Henry Ford.
That one's really good. That one's really good.
So the weather's still going to be hot, and we're still going to be grilling all through the year.
And so what kind of grills do we have here?
We do have some Webers. We do have Broil Kings.
Yes, Broil
And
King. We can't get Weber anymore.
Oh, we can't get Weber?
No,
Oh,
Do It Best walked away from, or Weber walked away from Do It Best. And so we are now Broil King people.
Okay, well, we still have Broil King.
Yeah, but we can get Traeger too.
Yes, this
we
is
can
true.
get, it's always a special order, but we can get Traeger.
Yeah, just
But-
come on in and see them.
Yeah, and you're
Okay.
right. We grill all year
Oh,
long.
yeah. It never ends here in South Texas.
Never.
Unless it's raining.
Unless it's raining.
But
But if
even that-
you've got a covered patio,
Yeah,
then you
even
can
that
even
doesn't
grill
stop
then.
us.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, thank you
Okay,
very
you're
much,
welcome.
sir.
Uh-huh.
All right, appreciate it. Can't wait to hear what's next week. Okay, how many of y'all had ever heard that before? Right? No. Okay. All right, so let's go back to the survival kit. And I want to I'm realizing that I'm not going to get through this. So I'm going to hit the highlights on while we do the end of the show. All right, 30-second outdoor cleaner. 30-second outdoor cleaner is an amazing product. I love the name, 30 seconds. I had this friend of mine that said, Trudy, you keep calling it the wrong name. It's 30 seconds outdoor cleaner. And what it is for is dirt, grime, mildew, okay, that you have outside, either on concrete, if you have it on the outside of your house. I have the very front of my house. I don't know why they did this. The previous owner covered it in vinyl siding. I am dying to pull off all the vinyl siding. It is such a headache. And because it's got wood underneath it. Why would you cover up the wood? But anyway, I can get stains on the vinyl siding because the rain hits and it's behind the foliage, and it'll get this little green cast to it. And I just spray 30-second outdoor cleaner on it and then let it work for 30 seconds, and then I rinse it off. And so 30 seconds outdoor cleaning you can use on concrete, wood, you can use it on the vinyl siding, you can use it on stucco, you can use it on anything, but it's just outdoors, okay? You cannot bring it inside to your shower and spray it inside the house, okay? Outdoors only. It says it right there, outdoor cleaner, and it works quickly, and it works on probably 50 different surfaces. I haven't seen where we couldn't use it. So it's a great thing that, hey Jim, that you can use to clean on the outside of the house. So it comes in 3 different sizes. It comes in a ready-to-use quart. It comes in a hose end that you can spray. And then it comes the best way, if you've got a lot of product, a lot of area to cover, buy it in a concentrated gallon. It'll make 2 gallons, and it goes so long. And I think the gallon is, I think, $15.99. So it's a super reasonable product, okay? Now, delete germ. How many of you struggle with getting stains out of your toilet, off your glass shower doors? Delete germ is a product that we have probably had, I think we had it before I started working at the store, and I started working 46 years ago. And it cleans the stains in the toilet like nobody's business, because let me tell you why. It dissolves hard water. Okay, so how many of you get a line in your toilet, and usually it'll be above the water line, which makes it so hard, and that line that's on there is hard water, and then mildew forms on it, okay, because it's a wet surface. And so the easiest way to clean it is with delete germ. And the nice part about delete germ, it's super simple. Lift up the lid on the tank, give it a little squeeze down the overflow. Okay, that's that pipe that comes up. Put the lid back on the tank, open the lid on the bowl, and squeeze it around the center of the bowl, going around, a couple of rings around. Now, if you have not ever cleaned your toilet with something like this, like a de-limer, if you've just used something that's bleach based, that doesn't do anything for the hard water. I mean, that hard water, it might be white afterwards because you bleached it, but it will not go away. So you can use delete germ, and if it is a really tough hard water stain, get the Pummy Flexi Scour and get it off the first time. And then once you get it off the first time, then the delete germ will take care of it, hands down, every time. And remember this, it's also a disinfectant, and it smells like peppermint. I don't know what they do to it to put peppermint smell in it, but it works. Now, you can also use it to clean glass, like your glass shower doors. If you have windows outside where the water sprinkler hits on the glass and you get that white haze on the glass from hard water, you can use this. But you have to remember one thing. You work quickly and you rinse thoroughly. You never let it sit on glass because it'll etch it, okay? But if you use it the way I tell you to do, your glass will look like sparkling brand new. Brand new. And then if you use it on your glass shower doors to get off all the hard water stain, then you can use 2 products made by Invisible Shield that will keep your hard water off here in San Antonio for about 6 or 8 months. They say for a year, but I have not been able to get a year out of it. Our water is so hard. So anyway, those are a way to, if you have a problem with your glass shower door, it always looks dirty, then, oh crumb. Hey guys, can you see my battery is running low on my OnSip? Can you see why? That if somebody did not plug it back in? Oh, I sure hope not.
Care about this.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. This happened a while back too. Okay, so let's see. What's next? All right. Dishwasher magic. Dishwasher magic. Kurt, be on the lookout. We might go down. I don't know why. I've got to find this out. Dishwasher magic for cleaning your dishwasher. Dishwasher magic works better than any other dishwasher cleaner that there is. And let me tell you why. There is a vegetable plug at the top of it, and it only opens up when you put it in the dishwasher, and it gets really hot in the pots and pans cycle. So you put it in there, you turn it upside down in a clean, empty dishwasher, run it on the pots and pans cycle, and then it will leave the inside of your dishwasher disinfected, okay, which is so nice. And then if you have stainless on the inside, it will clean the stainless steel so well. And then it also cleans out all the little jets in the arms, because then if you try and rinse and you're not getting a good rinse cycle, it's because there's debris in all those little jets in the arms that are twirling on the inside of your dishwasher, okay? But Dishwasher Magic, hands down, the best. Hands down, the best. Now, they have a sister product. It's also made by Glisten called, these used to be called like Dishwasher Magic and Washing Machine Magic, but my guess is the people that do the Magic countertop, they said, no, you can't use that anymore. So Glisten makes a washing machine cleaner, okay? And that goes in your washing machine, and it will, this one does not have the little thing at the top. You just pour it in, okay, and let it work in an empty washing machine. Just put it on the longest cycle and then let it clean, and it will clean and disinfect your washing machine. All right, let's see, how much time do we have left? Oh, we got plenty of time. All right, granite gold. How many of you have granite? Maybe you've never had granite before, and it kind of scares you because you don't know how to clean it. You don't want to damage it. Well, let me show you what you can use that is completely safe for your granite, because granite is not indestructible. It's not. So Granite Gold is, they're my favorite cleaners. Makes a daily cleaner. Do you have to clean it daily? No. I mean, if you cook a lot, I don't cook a lot. So, I mean, I do cook a lot, but I don't do a lot of heavy prep. So they make a daily cleaner that you can use that will clean and leave a nice sheen on your granite, okay? And it's a streak-free cleaner. It deep cleans granite, marble, travertine. How many of you have travertine? That was very popular about 15 years ago. Natural stone and quartz. So if you've always wondered, do I have to have a special cleaner for my quartz? No, you can use their daily cleaner and use this. I love it. It doesn't have any kind of fragrance with it. It works really good. Now, if you just got granite, you have to know They did not seal your granite. They did not, they will not. And so you need to seal your granite. And it's so easy. Granite Gold makes a real easy sealer, because some of them are not. Some of them, you got to like stand on your head, click your heels together 3 times. But this is very easy. It's just a regular sealer. It's not like a special sealer for the grout lines and things like this. This is just for, let me see what it says. Granite, marble, travertine, and all other natural surfaces, okay? Natural stone. You spray it on, and then you go in a circle and wipe it, okay? You don't let it dry. Don't like spray it on and walk away. Spray it and clean and let it dry. And you have to pull everything off of that side of the, maybe your island, okay? I do that because my island is big, and so I move everything to one side and I seal one side. And then 24 hours later, I move stuff back and I do the other side, because you need to let this cure for 24 hours. So I just do what they say. They know how to do it. Would it work easier? So, and you can seal it more than once. It's really good. All right, now let me tell you, how many of you have leather sofa, leather chairs, leather in your car, okay? There is 2 products made by Howard's that are so good to have. One is their leather cleaner, okay? And it is this cream colored white product that cleans leather so well. So what does it clean? It won't, a lady called me and she goes, will the leather cleaner clean off magic marker? No. No. But it'll clean like oils and grease and dirt from your hands. Like if you sit, I had a friend of mine, she said her dad sits in the same spot in the recliner, and wherever he sat, it looks white there. She goes, what is that? I said, this is oil from his body, from like the oil that he puts on his skin, his lotion, it gets just like that. I said, but she goes, I'm just gonna have to replace it. It looks horrible. No, you don't. Just clean it with the leather cleaner. It'll take all that off, okay? All of it off. But it will not take off magic marker or ink or anything like that. But oils, grease, things like that, yes, absolutely yes. Then what you want to use afterwards, this stuff is like amazing. I told y'all the story that my mom was cleaning some leather chairs in her office, and she comes out to me afterwards and she says, I cleaned my leather chairs and now they look horrible. And I go in there and they're like white. I mean white. And I said, what did you use on them? Windex. I said, Windex? Why would you use Windex on leather? I looked all over the Windex. It does not say leather on it. And she goes, well, I just was trying to clean them off. Okay, don't use Windex on your leather. Use leather salve. It's also made by Howard's. It is amazing. And just a little bit goes a long way. It will deepen the color of your leather. If you have little scratches on the leather, it will disguise them. If you have deep gouges, no, this will not take care of it. But it will refresh the leather, make it more supple, so that when you sit on it, it's not all dry. Talk about, oh yay, we're back on Facebook. All right, One Flush. How many of you have septic system? And you use a product that starts with an R that's been around forever, okay? Can I make a suggestion? The next time you go to look at septic system products, check out the One Flush. It's got billions of more enzymes in them than the other products. Billions. And it's so inexpensive. This in their packet is a 3-month supply, and I think it might be $12.99. And so you just flush a packet in a toilet once a month. You don't touch anything. You just put the whole little packet boop, in the toilet and flush, and it goes down in the system, and it releases enzymes that will help your septic system run smoothly. I have seen miracles happen for people that think that they have to have their septic system pumped, which is super expensive, and sometimes the septic tank is underneath sidewalks and stuff like that. Why that happens, I do not know. And it works every time. So the next time you reach to go get something for your septic system, try out the One Flush. Chocolate will like you, and so for your septic system. All right, how many of you have rusty metal things around your house? Either furniture, fencing, tools, anything like that. Maybe you have some things that are out in the yard, like yard art, and it's gotten rusty and stuff like that. I'm going to show you a product that will change your life. It's called Revive. Okay, Revive is a rust converter spray, and whenever you spray a metal with Revive, okay, it will take care of the rust, and it will never rust there again. Now, you cannot, whatever you spray, you cannot let it get wet for at least 48 hours. I thought it was 24, but we had an issue. And, I mean, does it hurt it? Because what happens, it'll get white spots on it. And if you don't want to spray paint whatever it is, like a bench or barbecue pit or anything like that, yeah, that doesn't look good. But if you're going to spray it with black spray paint afterwards, it doesn't make any difference. But Revive will take care of any kind of rust problem that you have. Now, I like to recommend Revive for like things that are difficult to paint, like, or if you've got a lot, like a metal fence. If you have a metal fence, you want to use Restore. It's the sister product to Revive, and it will take care of your rust. And remember, wherever you spray and paint, it will never rust again. All right, we did get through a lot of it today, and that was amazing. And if you have any questions today, come by the store. I'd be love to explain it to you. All right, that's it for this week, folks. It's time for you to roll up your sleeves and get busy on some of these projects we've been talking about. But by all means, you remember one thing. It will always be a great day to paint. See you next week.